Sports Center.
Whole lot to get into today. Micah Parsons says his contract hang-up is on the Cowboys' end on the 6 Feet Under podcast with The Undertaker. His price may have gone up, though, as T.J. Watt got a 3-year, $123 million deal, averaging $41 per year and $108 million guaranteed, while Trayvon Diggs' pocket's going to be a little lighter with a $500,000 de-escalator clause.
If you smoke, take it outside. Get the facts at don'tpassgas.org.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That ball is history! A walk-off home run!
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. Appreciate y'all tuning in, however y'all may be listening, whether that's on 94.1 on your FM dial. If you happen to be locked in and listening at sasportstar.com, VRAA Best Bail Bonds audio player, where you can also find all of our podcasts at sasportstar.com of every show and interview, thanks to the AA Best Bail Bonds audio vault, or if you happen to be watching live on YouTube, that's right. We stream all of our shows via YouTube, whether that's the Morning Huddle, the Blitz, or right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure. Just go to YouTube, search SA Sports Star. Go ahead, like, subscribe. You can comment along with the show as it happens, or you can always feel free to call in 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Love to have a conversation with y'all. Lots to get into in today's show. Lots happened throughout the day. A couple of things I didn't even get to in SportsCenter. Rashee Rice sentenced to 5 years probation, 30 days of jail time, likely to receive a multi-game suspension. Spurs, they're playing in the Summer League here in just a second as they take on the Hornets in a battle of 3-0 teams. No Dylan Harper, though. He's been shut down for the summer. But who said you can't go back home? Damian Lillard going back to Portland after being bought out by the Milwaukee Bucks earlier this offseason. He's signing a 3-year, $42 million deal, which means when you combine the salaries from both teams, he is set to make $70 million this year, not even to play as he rehabs from an Achilles he tore in the postseason this year. Also, he is now the only player in the league, or the only other player in the league other than LeBron James, to get a full no trade clause with his deal right now. So I'll tell you what, man, Dame Lillard out there just making bank. And so is Micah Parsons. We'll get to that here in just a second. But the Cowboys have revamped their running back room, and there's a lot to take away from that. Earlier this morning on the Morning Huddle, AJ and Rob were talking about it because Deuce Vaughn, of all people, was on the Kay Adams show, and they were talking about that revamped running back room.
Day. One of our mantras, and really our biggest mantra, is compete every day. And for us, we really do live by that. whether it's on the football field, in the meeting rooms, whether that be we're doing types of challenges and stuff to get our competitive juices going. Every single day, you know that it's going to be a great day to come in and you really get to live the professional lifestyle that you want to because of the energy that they bring. They allow you to be yourself. And then whenever you go into the football field, man, you get to go and fly around and compete with the best of them. And that's all you want as a pro.
I will say this is it does seem like to a man the Cowboys are talking about is Shoddy with like an excited tone.
Yeah.
Like they seem excited that he's going to be their head coach, which, you know, I still don't know where I sit on this. I feel like they downgraded head coach, but
they exchanged different styles for sure. I don't think the message is different. I think I don't think the game's going to be that different. The scheme is going to be that different, but the way it's delivered, obviously,
it could just be they just needed new energy, and sometimes it's as simple as that. And whether you know, Shoddy's a better coach than McCarthy. I don't think there's many people who would believe that. Certainly the skins on the wall don't say that. But it does seem like there's a new energy, and maybe that's what was needed at this point.
I didn't think Dan Campbell would be a successful NFL coach because of the things that we're talking about here in reverse. I've just felt like when you start talking NFL guys that are like 28 years old, this is a business. This is a job. You can't sustain a professional football team on rah-rah and, you know, kind of collegiate atmosphere of compete every day. I didn't think that was sustainable. But what I didn't take into account when Campbell was coming in is that the players are different now. They're younger. They thrive better on the rah-rah kind of, you know, fire up where this instead of the let's go to work and be precise and precision like Belichick's Patriots were. These were grown men. They didn't rah-rah. Let's go out and do your damn job kind of stuff.
I was a doubter on Campbell myself, but then someone told me, and it really was like it kind of changed my view on him, and it made me think more like because I heard what everybody else heard. We're gonna go out there and bite their kneecaps and blah. Sean Payton wouldn't have kept Dan Campbell around as his number 2 guy if he wasn't a good coach.
Right. The X's and O's I didn't think were there, and they were. And Shoddy, if the X's and O's are there, and we know with the offense, I mean, he was the coordinator last year. I don't expect a huge change. Now, how it's applied in the play calls is certainly going to change. But if there's that extra added bit of energy to a team that definitely lacked it, that will be completely noticeable. It'll be evident and obvious.
And finally, they asked Deuce about Dak being ranked 79th in the NFL top 100 list.
Dak Prescott, I can't say. We could sit here for 45 to an hour about me saying good things and great things about Dak Prescott. I feel like, of course, he should be much higher than 79. People will say that the injury is a reason why that he was lower. This upcoming season, I would feel he's going to be very, 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 very high on that list whenever it comes back out because of the player that he is and the way he's come back from that injury. Man, we have nothing but faith and a whole bunch of love for Dak, just for the player that he is, the teammate he is, and the leader that he is. So I'm super excited for this upcoming season, and most everything should be higher.
Dak is he sells that snake oil to these guys.
But you notice everything
he's like Russell
said.
Wilson. He somehow gets guys to believe in it, and it's like it doesn't even matter. Aaron Rodgers the same way. Like even when it doesn't produce, he's like, just wait, it's coming. Well, it's coming. RELAX.
Well, the thing about the comparison is everything that he said about Dak had nothing to do with in-game skill.
No.
It had everything else. And that's how Dak's career has been. Everything else has been exemplary.
He's just a great leader, and we believe in him.
I'd name my child. He could marry my daughter, all that stuff. But do you want him to be your quarterback? Oh, no.
It's not on my cut sheet, but I do have a clip of Deuce talking about the running back room.
I feel like for us, the guys that we brought in, Javonte Miles, Jaden Blue, Phil Maffa, every single day we go inside the building, we're just putting in the work, and we're not listening to anything outside of the building. We're coming together. We're doing this as a unit, as a group. We're trying to find ways for all of us to become better football players every single day, and just taking day by day to come out and having an offensive coordinator like Clayton Adams, having a head coach like Brian Schottenheimer is huge for us. Man, they're putting in a great scheme, putting in a great run game that we have a whole bunch of confidence in. The offensive line has a whole bunch of confidence in. We have a whole bunch of confidence in the guys up front. So for us, it's just taking it day by day, understanding that, man, whenever it's time to go out there and put the pads on, to go out there and just be us, and that'll all take care of itself.
God, the scary thing is he named all those guys, and he has to be thinking, that's 4 guys.
I'm
Am I going to
4.
be here?
As soon as he said that, I pulled up the ESPN depth chart.
Jaden Blue, Phil Maffa. Yeah, wait a minute. These guys are all better than me.
So, in fact, the official, well, that isn't the official depth chart. This is ESPN's. It's Javonte, Miles, Jaden Blue, and then Deuce Vaughn. There's another guy. I'm not even sure Deuce is 4th.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, it also depends on how you count Kevontae Turpin.
Yeah, how he's going to be used.
Well, Kevontae Turpin's probably going to count as a receiver, used as a gadget type back at some times, but it's Hunter Lipke's going to be the other guy. He's the potential fullback / running back. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Deuce Vaughn figures into this. But I will tell you this, the running back room, top to bottom, is so much better than it was last year. And it feels like the Cowboys are doing more than lip service when they talk about a commitment to the run game, like Mike McCarthy tried to force down our throat at every turn after getting rid of Kellen Moore. No, he just wanted to call plays and still throw the ball a whole bunch. I think Brian Schottenheimer truly does want to run the football. He comes, his dad, Brian Schottenheimer, Marty Ball, running the football. They did it in Seattle when he was there. They leaned on Marshawn Lynch and went play action off of that. It's going to be, look at the investment they've made in the offensive line, and a guy like Tyler Booker. Yes, part of it's protecting Dak, but Tyler Booker's a road grader. He was at Alabama for Jalen Milroe and all of those running backs. It's going to be very interesting because, to a man, everybody's talking about Shoddy. And even Micah Parsons, when talking about being at camp despite not having a contract, sounds like Brian Schottenheimer is talking through Micah Parsons' mouth when he says stuff like that. Speaking of that, we'll let you hear what he said on the Undertaker's 6 Feet Under podcast coming up as the Blitz was discussing Micah, what he had to say, and what TJ Watt's new deal means for Micah Parsons. That's all coming up here on Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio Sports Star.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
These guys around the country made a fan page for us. So, Rico Suave, what is it that stimulated you about our program?
It's a love of the show, man.
What would you like to see us do more of since you're a P1 listener?
Girls on trampolines during the break, they're pre-K.
Man. The John Clay Wolf Show.
Catch the John Clay Wolf Show Saturdays from 9 a.m. to noon right here on San Antonio Sports Star.
Guys, it's summertime. Carbox got you covered with summertime beers. Whether it's the Love Street Blonde Kolsch Ale, the Rhubarb, which is their latest Fun Series beer, or a Ziegenbach, Crawford Bach, whatever you're looking for, there's something for everybody's taste in Carbox lineup. Check them out at all your local stores.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through HIMS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to HIMS.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams July Summer Sale and get 30% off paints and stains July 18th through the 28th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mints?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait one sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement $999.99 and qualifying boarded. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay off via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
Hunger striking, snack time calling, it's crunch time. Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds brings you the boldest protein-packed crunch you can't resist. With mouth-watering flavors like hot honey, sweet barbecue, and sea salt and cracked black pepper, why settle for chips when you can level up your snacking game? Plus, they're low-carb, high-protein, and made for adventurous appetites. Score big flavor today. Grab Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and the Gomez Law Firm present the second annual Back to School Drive, Saturday, August 2nd from 11 till 1 or while supplies last at the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Free backpacks and school supplies for all school-age children while supplies last, so don't be late. Presented by the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Sponsored in part by Las Palapas, Array, the College of Healthcare Professionals, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL is on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. I am James Pleasure. Thanks for joining me this evening. Lots to get into as it pertains to the Dallas Cowboys, especially now that TJ Watt has his new deal. And if you missed it, the specifics of it are he got a 3-year extension, $123 million, $41 million per year. Now the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL, and it comes with $108 million guaranteed. What does that mean for Micah Parsons? Well, he's probably on the phone with Jerry right now and the Blitz. Well, they were talking about it a little bit earlier today.
And my brother, he's older, not near as successful as J.J. Watt's younger brother. Did you see this tweet that's rolling around? I mean, remember when J.J. was signing for all that money? I mean, this tweet, in a lot of ways, just says it all. J.J. Watt, his 12-year NFL career, his career earnings, $129.7 million. TJ's extension, 3 years, $123 million. And as JJ tweeted, I swear if this guy ever lets me begin to reach my wallet at dinner. I mean, and again, timing is everything. As a little brother, I'm happy as hell for TJ Watt that he got paid, but I'm probably not near as happy as one Micah Parsons, because TJ, at least for the next 15, 20 minutes, will be able to say he's the highest paid non-quarterback. And you see this contract that TJ Watt got today, 3 years, and 108 of that is guaranteed money. And, Micah Parsons is probably happier than TJ, because if I'm Micah Parsons, man, I go all Jerry Maguire. I get on the phone like old Rod Tidwell did in that movie.
You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jim?
I'm ready.
Want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
I took a long overflow, but still got a knot.
Money! Jerry, does that make you feel good just to say that? Say it with me one time, Jerry.
No. Show you the money.
Not show you. Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah. Louder.
Show me the money.
That's it, brother, but you got to yell that. Show me the money. Jerry, you better yell. Show me the money. Show me the money. You loudest, baby. I love black people. I love black people. Who's your mother, Jerry? You, my mother. What you gonna do, Jerry? Show me the money.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm Micah, that's the call I'm making. All right, TJ's done. I'm next.
Jerry, show me the money.
And Micah Parsons has said all the right things. He has said, he talked about it this week at his high school camp up in Pennsylvania. I know I'm going to get mine. He doesn't seem overly worried about will he get paid. It's when he gets paid. He doesn't seem, although you can take it as he seems a little frustrated or salty. And on the Undertaker podcast, he did say he doesn't understand why Jerry makes you squirm.
I would never understand it. We wanted to do the contract last year. They're just kind of like, we want to do Dak and CD, and then you go out there, perform again, and then you would think like, all right, we'll get it done early. We know there's some guys that's about to get ready to get repaid, like Miles, Max is gone. So you would think like, hey, let's get ahead of that. You know what I mean? I just never understand, when guys come into the league and they're consistent and they, they perform well, why they got such an urge. But then there's guys that just have one good year or maybe 2 good years, and it's just like they get it right away. And even now, you got TJ and Max and all these other guys that's getting paid, and you can't want us to take less because you just decided to wait,
Yeah. I wonder what the reaction was. Or do you think Jerry, Steven, they knew this was coming?
They knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming?
They knew it was coming. And honestly, Jerry said a lot with the Dak deal especially. It takes two sides. And maybe, even though Parsons is saying this isn't the case, but maybe the Parsons camp, David Mulligetta, was waiting to let TJ get his because we're going to get more than that. The one thing, though, that for Cowboy fans, though he doesn't have the deal, Micah did say he will report to camp and gave some really, really great reasons why.
First to win a Super Bowl, like, I need to bond with these guys. Like, I need to be around these guys. Like, even from, it's just so much more that goes into a leadership aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it's my year to be a leader. And I don't want to be like my first year to be a leader. I'm gone for 3-4 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gone for weeks at a time, or I'm not present. So I want to be as present as possible. And, the guys understand the contract situation. Everyone knows about that stuff. But, you know what I mean? I just want to be there. I need to gel with these guys. Like, I need to build this camaraderie so we can win the Super Bowl. Even if ownership view it differently. But, we need to be there, bro.
Yeah.
I like we hated that we missed CD Lamb all last camp. And CD even tell you himself, like, it's hard coming back after missing time. Like, so, I don't want that for myself.
He doesn't. He'll be there. And look, I just can't imagine. Now, there's nobody else because Trey Hendrickson's not going to make more than TJ Watt got signed for today. And Aiden Hutchinson, I'm not sure he gets paid this year. It may be next year before he gets paid. But there's nobody else left. So there's really nothing else to wait for unless Jerry just likes the publicity, continues to want people to talk about it, just needs to get this thing done and get it over with. So everybody goes to training camp ready to roll.
It wasn't that long ago where we were talking about, 34, 36.
Yep.
Now the floor is 42.
Yeah.
And look, Jerry can say, and he's accurate, Mike is under contract.
True.
And the Cowboys do have the ability to use the franchise tag a couple of times.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, but and if he did, and let's say he makes Micah play this year without a new deal and then tags him. And when they finally get the deal done, what is it going to be? 48, 50? I mean, Jerry waits and it costs him more money. I mean, time after time, example after example. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Jerry seemingly, and again, Jerry thinks he's doing it the right way. Jerry somehow thinks he won that Dak deal. I mean, and he does. When you listen to Jerry, he got the 6 years because 2 were on the tag. All right, cool. You didn't win that deal.
No, he didn't win that deal. Not at all did he win that deal. It'll be interesting to see how long this thing will play out and what happens. I tell you what, as a talk show host, I would love for Jerry to slap the franchise tag on Micah Parsons.
When next offseason?
No.
Well, he can't.
Yeah, well, next offseason.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I mean, sure. Content. I mean, but we'll have Tyler Smith to talk about next year. He'll be the one twisting in the wind.
This is fun. That's why I love covering the Dallas Cowboys, man.
Look, and the dichotomy of how the Cowboys operate and do business versus everyone else in the NFL. I mean, just look down in Houston. Nick Caserio got out in front with that Derek Stingley Jr. contract and, went from 25 to 30 million to pay the top corner in the league. Sauce Gardner comes behind him. He's now making over 30 million a year, and that deal's already starting to look better. And Stingley hadn't even played on it yet. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see if Jerry continues to do this and why he continues to do this. I'd like to know personally, just because, sure, you're keeping that money and you don't mind paying the value and seeing what they've done. You've known what Mike has been for 3-4 seasons now. He has been the exact same player, better every year. He has only gotten better. It's not Trayvon Diggs, where you've had a couple of good seasons, you reward him, and then a bunch of injuries take over. Micah Parsons is truly one of the best pure pass rushers in the NFL right now. You don't mind paying that guy that kind of money. The wait, when you could get ahead of this, I fully expect Nick Caserio to pay top of the market money to both CJ Stroud and Will Anderson Jr. in the coming years. That is probably part of the reason why they've moved off of Laramie Tunsil's deal in order to open up that space to be able to afford these contracts that they have coming down the pipe, because they have drafted so well. They got out in front of the Nico Collins deal and managed to get him at what feels like a massive steal for a top 10 wide receiver in the league, as ranked by NFL execs and coaches, as we saw earlier this year. Number 8, he is making $25 million a year. So getting out in front keeps you from having to pay these $40, $50 million deals. And they look so much more amenable by the end of them. And it also allows you salary cap space. Having Nico at 25 instead of 35, that's $10 million in extra salary cap space you have. And by continuing to wait, and you just went through it with Dak and CD in the same offseason, and Brandon Aubrey's coming up, and Tyler Smith is coming up, and you're going to pay both of those guys, and you're going to have to pay both of those guys at the top of the market. Why wouldn't you at least try and get ahead on a couple of these deals? It just makes no sense to me, and I can't figure it out for the life of me unless it truly is only about the money going into Jerry's wallet and not so much the money surrounding the Dallas Cowboys and how to best improve that team. This is Extra Innings with Pleasure. I am James Pledger right here on San Antonio Sports Star 941 FM sasportstar.com. When we come back, the San Antonio Spurs, they're in action right now in the Las Vegas Summer League. Carter Bryant off to a pretty good start out there right now. Charlotte leading that game 24-21, 9 minutes left in the second half. Speaking of the Spurs, they have a big decision to make this offseason. It didn't seem big a couple of months ago, but now that the lottery has happened and the draft has happened, De'Aaron Fox, should you pay him when the time comes on August the 3rd? We'll discuss next, coming up here on Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Real Success. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ourrealsuccess.com.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses and acquiring rental properties right here in San Antonio without using your own money? You'll learn to flip houses and secure rental properties in your spare time to get on track towards real wealth building. We're offering a handful of motivated individuals the opportunity to attend our workshop right here in San Antonio for free. That's right, we'll give you 2 free tickets when you text EARN to 64,000. San Antonio is the perfect market to flip houses and build rental income. Don't miss this opportunity. Come to a complimentary live 2-hour workshop this week right here in San Antonio and learn how to start making money flipping homes and building long-term wealth with rental properties. To get 2 free tickets, text EARN to 64,000. Text in the next 10 minutes, and registrants will also receive a free copy of our Funding for Deals guide. Text EARN to 64,000 for 2 complimentary tickets. Text EARN to 64,000.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just 1 Clorox wipe on a team, we can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes, teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 21st and 22nd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas.
Details and discounted rooms with promo code BLITZ available online at sasportstar.com.
Don't let pain hold you back from living your best life. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. At Arasti, we're dedicated to providing fast, effective relief from pain. Whether you've been dealing with a chronic discomfort for years or have recently suffered an injury, our goal is to help you recover quickly. Our treatment is all natural, non-invasive, and covered by most insurance plans. With convenient locations nearby, relief is just a call away. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases. We do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with a Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.
Been there. Well, at least your home and auto are covered every day with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team. We can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes, teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Welcome back into Extra Innings. A pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. Spurs in Summer League action right now. They trail Charlotte by 1, 6:45 left in the second quarter. Battle of 3-0 teams. Winner heading into the Summer League Final Four, it would seem, and potentially a chance at a Summer League title, something that the Spurs have not had, and their only one came in 2015 with Jonathan Simmons and Becky Hammond. Can they replicate this with Carter Bryant, the Chupacabra, David Jones-Garcia, and Mike Noyes? We'll find out as this goes on. Speaking of the Spurs, lauded for the trade at the deadline to go and get a De'Aaron Fox, but what does that mean now that they have a Dylan Harper, who has been shut down after 2 very good Summer League games, 21 minutes and 16 points a night? Very, very well. Showed so well, they shut him down and had seen enough and are just waiting now until training camp to take him out of the wrapper again. Well, the Morning Huddle guys, Rob and AJ, they were talking about whether or not the Spurs should actually pay Fox when it's time in August.
All right, Rob, you presented a question before the break. Do you want to represent
De'Aaron Fox is up for a max extension. They could get into a situation where, when we made the deal, it was everybody just felt like, well, we've traded for De'Aaron Fox. He wouldn't have said yes in a no trade deal unless they had told him, look, we're going to give you the extension, and that could be upwards of $260 million over the period of time. But that was before we drafted
Dylan Harper. Yeah.
The practical side says no.
Don't pay him.
Don't sign him for a lot of money for just a couple of years, but don't go max time and player option and protect him for the next 5 years, which is what I would have said to do in February when we made the deal. But times have changed. I'm not saying underpay him. I'm just saying I might not want to pay you for as long, knowing very well that I might be taking a risk and you could demand more in 2 or 3 years. But I am in a situation right now where I've got a glut of talent, and it's possible that there's a guy here that I could pay for a whole lot less for the next couple of years and go get somebody else if he does turn out. I could be convinced that way, but that's just not how the Spurs operate.
2 reasons why I think the Spurs need to pay him. One is simple: reputation.
Yeah.
You don't want to develop a bad reputation as a franchise amongst players. This is the first guy who's ever opened his mouth and said, I want to go play for the San Antonio Spurs.
Like, trade me there.
I don't want to go anywhere but San Antonio. Dude, we should be like kissing this dude's ass. Secondly, I don't as much as I have high hopes for Dylan Harper, I have high hopes for Steph Castle, I have high hopes for Victor Wembanyama. The best player on the Spurs is De'Aaron Fox. This guy was a 3rd-team All-NBA guy 2 years ago. All those other guys that I just mentioned, one day, they might be great. Right now, they're not as good as De'Aaron Fox. And this is the thing that nobody likes to say out loud in this town. There's no guarantee that any of those guys ever are as great as we think they can be.
But let me give you a scenario.
It's bird in the hand.
You're right. But let's just talk 3 years from now. So 3 years from now, let's say that they give the money that De'Aaron deserves. So we're coming in 3 years from now. Well, we're two guys, him and Wemby, are probably going to make upwards of $60 million a year. So you've got $110 to $120 million sunk in to two guys. This is the Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant scenario. If they're not fully functioning, you have a catastrophic situation where not only are you overpaying two dudes, ain't nobody going to take De'Aaron Fox's contract from you.
Well,
they're going to, if you want me to take on all that money, no matter how good he is, you're going to have to give me something else too if I'm going to eat this contract. So you could end up in a scenario in 4 years where you're paying De'Aaron Fox $100 million just to leave, just to get out of the building so I can make room for Dylan Harper, so I can make room for Steph Castle, so I can make room for
isn't that the
somebody
case
else.
Anytime you pay a guy a max deal?
But as I was going to say, the next
ever?
step is that's an RPP problem. This is a fake argument. I'm manufacturing something, but it is worthy of discussion when you see Bradley Beal being paid off just to leave. Now, the circumstances are different and the health situation is different, but the money ain't. And if you tie in a whole bunch of money to a guy that you might not necessarily need in 3 or 4 years, it's not the best prescription to be in. And the Spurs have never been here before. This is a scenario we have never gone through. So I expect they're going to do the right thing. And the right thing is to abide by the promise you made when you traded for him. And like, look, we're going to trade for you and you will retire a Spur if you want to.
Chris Paul started 82 games last year.
And the promise made, promise kept.
Yeah.
So, I
that's what I'm
expect them to
saying.
do business as they should. But if you were a cutthroat organization, if you were one that was all about winning and you were run by Belichick and it's the numbers, brother, I don't hate you, but you can't stay here. I'm not sure I would be dealing with him for more than about 3 years. I'm not sure I might not overpay for a couple of 3 years just because I got the money to do it, just to make him happy and tell him maybe in 3 years you'll make even more. But right now, I'm not going to long-term commit because I got guys standing behind you that could be as good as you.
But again, could be, should be, would be, we don't know. I know what De'Aaron Fox is. I have no idea what Dylan Harper is long-term. And this is coming to someone who said Dylan Harper is going to be special. I think he is, but I don't know. I don't know what we saw of Steph Castle. What if that's the best Steph Castle ever is?
All of that could be true. And I would just, if I was the Spurs, though, I would knock around saying, maybe the best thing for you is I pay you about $50 to $55 million for 3 years. I'll pay, 300, 155, and we'll figure out how you want it dispersed. And then in 3 years, we'll talk again. And you might be worth every penny. I'll pay you more. You could leave. You'd have the ability to go make some more money. But at the same time, it allows me just a little bit of flexibility.
Well, how long do you think they're going to sign him for?
I think it'll be a 4-year with a player option on the 5th, they're going to do exactly what they promised him before the deal was made. If you want to come to San Antonio, we will pay you the absolute maximum amount of money we can for as long as we can.
And that absolute amount of max money that they can would be 4 years, $229 million. That's what he's eligible for. He would have been eligible for $345, but no longer with the Kings, no longer bird rights. So he would be settling for 4 years, $229 million from the San Antonio Spurs this offseason. Now, does he take less than that? Do they do something to where it does line up more effectively? But I will tell you this, as it pertains to what AJ was saying. Yeah. Bird in the hand versus the bush. Like you know what De'Aaron Fox is. As much as we all love Dylan Harper and the projections on Dylan Harper and everything that Dylan Harper could be, we have yet to actually see it on an NBA floor. And that's for multiple reasons. We're talking about this 3-guard lineup. Could it work? We're talking about all these hypotheticals. What about the other side of the hypotheticals that you're talking about? Because you can extrapolate this in a whole bunch of ways, right? Sure. Let's say you signed De'Aaron Fox. What if Dylan Harper is Scoot Henderson and doesn't pan out the same way as, Victor Wembanyama did? What if he doesn't pan out the same way Cooper Flagg does? And he's not the next guy that we all think he's going to be. What if Stephon Castle is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, who wins Rookie of the Year in a down Rookie of the Year type season, and we've seen his peak already. I don't think we have. And I don't think Dylan Harper's going to also not live up to expectations. But what if those are scenarios? It's good to have De'Aaron Fox in the bag, locked up, loaded, and ready to continue just in case this doesn't pan out. It's very, very interesting because you just don't know, as Joe likes to say. And there are a lot of options. I've said for years on this station, whether it was on the Saturday morning hangover, whether it's been this year or years prior on Extra Innings with Pleasure, when it comes to the NBA, you do what the Spurs ultimately ended up doing. You draft the best player and you figure it out. What if you sign De'Aaron Fox and he's everything you want him to be? And Dylan Harper is everything you want him to be. Well, guess what? Now you've extended De'Aaron Fox when it's time to pay Wemby and it's time to pay Castle and you're worried about that second apron and it's time to pay Harper. You can trade De'Aaron Fox and get more in return than what you initially gave up for him. It's checkers, not chess, and the Spurs are playing this perfectly as it pertains to how they're doing things, and I expect them to give De'Aaron Fox the full amount in which he's searching for, unless he's offered to take less. And then, once again, fits into Spurs culture, Spurs guy, and we all know what happens next when guys start taking less money to keep the team together, at least in San Antonio. It usually ends up working out pretty well. This is Extra Innings with Pleasure. I am James Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this, plus Spurs Summer League going on. We'll give you an update as we put a bow on the show. This is Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio Sports Star.
George gets justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants, and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Friday on the Morning Huddle, we made it. We'll see if the Spurs made the playoffs.
And Texas State, what are the Bobcats trying to hide about this Pac-12 deal? We'll talk about it. Don't be late. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's Extra Innings with Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pledger right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I am James Pledger, and what a difference 4 minutes can make it. 6:45, it was just about a 3-point game, or it was a 1-point game, 24-23. Fast forward about 4.5 minutes. Charlotte 51, San Antonio 32, as the Hornets have gone on a run in this summer league game, with both teams fighting to get into that top 4 bracket for the playoffs coming up here in the Las Vegas Summer League. Now, I will say, Carter Bryant has been playing well, at least offensively. He has 11 points so far in this first half, 3 of 4 from behind the arc, 4 of 6 from the floor. David Jones-Garcia not having his best day, though, as he has just got 7 points, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 6 from the field. That is currently what's going. Harrison Ingram with 5 points. And you look to the other side of things, and Concanipple has been having himself a ball game as well with 11 points. The 4th overall pick of the Charlotte Hornets. And it's going to be interesting, to say the least, if the Spurs don't manage to win this, because in actuality, it means nothing other than for a couple of guys, and we all think we know who those couple of guys are. We think it's Riley Minix and David Jones-Garcia, who are going to end up getting those last 2 roster spots for the San Antonio Spurs, right? So can this roster, if you extend Fox, like we were talking about in the last segment, continue as currently constructed to make the playoffs? Are they a top 10 team in the West to make the play-in to give themselves a chance at the playoffs? Yes, I believe so. Are they a playoff team? It depends on the development. It depends on defensively, if the additions that they've made with Victor Wembanyama, we knew they were one of the better teams. Without him, there was an issue. They've went and signed Cornette. Does Luke Cornette help solve some of that defensive issue? I think it does. If they start to gel and get better as the season goes on, this can be a playoff team that they can continue to build around. It's just very interesting to kind of look towards the future of the San Antonio Spurs as they are slowly and methodically building this. Appreciate all y'all for running along. Don't forget AJ and Rob tomorrow morning on the Morning Huddle, 6 o'clock. Don't miss it. And then the Blitz from 2 to 4. I am James Pledger. I appreciate all of y'all for riding through with me tonight right here on San Antonio Sports Star on Extra Innings with Pledger. Is blast as always. And remember, check on your loved ones. You never know what people are going through in life. And a simple, hey, how you doing can change someone's life. So be good to one another. Be better to yourself. We will see you tomorrow right here when we return on Extra Innings with Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Fox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teachers.